Please, Booty, please. Please, Booty. To press me, okay? It's a beautiful Thursday and I'm sitting with lovely people. Let's not, get too real right now. I mean, you know what? To answer your question, Kirsten, it was a moment for the books. It was a moment for God, not for me. It was my 10th year in the industry. It couldn't have been a better way to celebrate that for at least the industry, or to also nod, to say, we see you. Because it's been a journey of almost, and that for me was the biggest affirmation to say, you here, you're doing it, you are at the right place. The Lord is leading you. You're not doing this on your own. And also it came at the right time where I was seated deeply in who I'm supposed to be, and understanding that the noise is there, but what's important is who I am and how I'm leading that. So I think it also just added to the growth that I needed for this next season of my life. It's one of the most beautiful things to have happened in my career, and also I think one that will forever be cherished, even with the family of the cast, the crew, that came with that production. It's just when things align, when it's written in the stars, when it's for you, when it's just it, you can't ever, I don't even have the words to quantify what it's done for me, not even my career, for me as a person. It's one of those. It's one of those, like, it's right up there. Yeah.
When they say, like, if you wanted to hear what passion sounds like, it sounds exactly like that, like someone that really, really is invested in their craft, and you can hear it and you can see it in the returns. I want to talk about your role as Nambita on House of Zwide, period. It did a lot for your career, but just in terms of characterization, how similar do you think you as Sikelelwa are to Nambita, and how is it that people have received you as yourself in comparison to the character?
I definitely think Nambita and I are two different people. Nambita was very reserved, but she loved fashion, and I love fashion.
You're dripping, just by the way.
I'm kidding. Thank you. I think with her, I was in a very weird place at 6. 6 is my nickname, if anyone doesn't know.
It was 1-6, or there are 2 more 6s?
It's SIKS.
Oh,
yes,
okay,
it's got nothing to do with the numbers. It's everything to do with my name. So with her, it was so difficult, to shoot her, or to have her take up space in me, because I was dealing with who I am. I was trying to position myself, right, to define who I am in the space, and I think my experience of her then low-key got like robbed a bit, but her as a person, love her. I think she was misunderstood. I think she got into the space and people had everything to say about her, thinking that she's this and she wasn't. But for me, I understood, okay, cool, this is who she is in the space. She's trying, I had to figure out something, right? I had to know where someone was. I didn't know where I was. So Nambita was like my safe haven at that time. But what I can say about what she's done for my career, she really opened up doors. And I think also just we see you also from the public, because I think also with the platform being ETV, being a free TV space, opened up those doors to say, okay, cool, we're seeing this every night. Like, people are still calling me Nambita to this day, but she's different from me. She ain't me, girl. Just love her fashion sense. And I think she also got me to explore a bit with my hair, which I really, really enjoyed. But I'll still love her, man, like, to bits.
And so, how is it sharing a set with legends such as Jack Mabaso? What's his name? Vusigune?
Yes, I was about to say. I was about, like, sir, he has a name. It was beautiful. It was such a beautiful experience to be gleaning from such greats, and also have them so open and chilled to be around young stars and be ready to just like pour into them. It was a nerve-wracking experience as well, because it's just like, oh my god, this guy. I know you from like way back when, and I used to watch you. I grew up watching you. But being in the same space as them, not even feeling like they are these big people, because they are humble and they are there to work, and they also like have gone through this journey, so they understand that there's no need for them to be like extremely like weird people. We're just kids, you know. And I do think that we felt as though we had parents on set. Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So you are also currently building your own production company, which is amazing. How do you envision contributing to the South African entertainment industry with it?
It's giving research, Kesana. Shout out. I've got a production company, yes. A small baby that I've been figuring out for a couple of years, maybe 2-3 years now. Six Lens. We're trying to give you the sixth sense through the lens. That's play on words. That's a play on the words. But essentially, I think right now where we are is trying to create a space for creatives to fully express themselves, because I think that with commercial or like mainstream television, there is like really a limit on that. So I think right now I'm trying to empower people, but specifically in my craft, in my acting. So I'm trying to put out work that's going to empower the actor that cannot reach these big institutions, where I'm like, yo, man, this is what I've learned. This is how I'm trying to give back. This is what I would have loved to know before I entered the industry. And we get multiple questions, but also want to give people a platform to create the reels and the shoots and the photography that they need for themselves to like sort of be seen by these agents that they want to be a part of, or even casting agents, because no one knows what you can do until we put you in front of a camera, right? So shooting those monologues for people, those headshots that are professional, so that someone can see you and see that you take your craft seriously, right? So I think that's where I'm really headed right now with the company. Yeah, I think that's my contribution, because hey, we see a lot of things out there, and there's a way to do things, and if you don't give us a certain format of that, people don't even consider you. So I think that's where I'm trying to go, to just give people some kind of space to express themselves, but also be able to be professional at it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's a really important role that you're playing in this industry, because it's vital that we uplift each other.
Yeah.
We have to go. It was a pleasure having you here. It's been such an amazing journey. Before you do go, what is the word of the day from you?
The word of the day from me is
Breathe.
that's exactly what I'm doing. And you have it, Kumo. Breathe. Everything is going to work out. Nothing is by chance. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. So keep breathing.
Sure. Absolutely. Drop your Instagram handles or the socials so we know where we can follow more of what you're doing.
All right. My Instagram Sikelelwa _SIKS 6. And maybe you could follow us on our Instagram page as well for my company called Six Lens. It is SIKSLENSE. It's a lens with an E at the end. And we're on YouTube under Sikelelwa Vuyeleni, where you will see all things acting to be an actor. TikTok, it's at 6Gawd, and it's SIKSGAWD. Don't ask any questions. Yeah, that's me.
Ask no questions, hear no lies. So that was our Actor Spaces segment with Sikelelwa Vuyeleni. She's a TV and film practitioner. She's a voiceover artist. She's absolutely amazing and one of the most passionate people that we've had on our Actor Spaces segment. What a pleasure. Thank you for waking up with us here on our breakfast. That brings us to 8:30. Tutla Rancho is obviously on standby with the news, and Kumo with your sports. Let's go.
Your headlines on Val News this hour. The Sikelelwa municipality is concerned about the unsettled municipal accounts, and the NDPP refuses to drop charges against a suspended magistrate. I'll have more on these and other stories at 8.
What is your problem? You're so naughty, man. Okay, we're going to take a photo after this.
Not a problem.
Let's begin with some soccer news. Mamelodi Sundowns goalkeeper Ronwen Williams has been nominated for the prestigious Ballon d'Or Yashin Trophy for the best goalkeeper. Williams becomes the first African to be nominated for this award after leading Bafana to a third-place finish at the Africa Cup of Nations earlier this year. Meanwhile, Richards Bay coach Brendan Truter says he aims to avoid relegation positions in the upcoming Betway Premiership. The KZN-based side finished in 15th position on the log last season, surviving relegation at the playoffs. And now heading into the 2024-25 campaign, Richards Bay are aiming for a top 8 finish.